Just going to do a little run through of the quadcopter I just built. The frame is a 400Q from Aerial Design Services, I believe is the name of the company. The guy who makes them, I think, is out of Florida, and it's all G10 plastic, and these arms are just G10 layered up, and I think it's CNC cut or laser cut or something. I have these Sunny Sky 1250 kV motors, spinning some 8045 props that are carbon, and they actually come pre-balanced. I put them on the balancer and they were actually pretty good. The hub isn't quite balanced, but it doesn't seem to be messing up the video at all. So this frame has a kind of a dirty section below, and then you can see there's these bobbins here in between the frame sections that completely isolate the vibration. I was pretty surprised from the video. There was no vibration in there at all. I have the remote control man-child ESCs with Simon K flashed, and I just have a cheap Fly Sky receiver to go with my Turnigy 9X. The board I'm using is the KK2. I plan to use the Acro NAS board eventually, but didn't have that all soldered up and stuff yet, and I had this one laying around and felt like getting it in the air, so that is what I did. I just did a flight on a 3S battery, and it was a little sluggish. I just bought a couple 4S batteries to try to give a little bit more power, so hopefully those come next week, and I'll see what the 4S does. I didn't mess around with any power distribution. I just ran everything together and soldered it, and then just put some heat shrink over it. And I have the battery connector coming out the back, and I ran the other wires up here for other auxiliary power. Right now all I have hooked up is this battery monitor, but I want to put this video transmitter. It's a 5.8 immersion RC 600 milliwatt. I think that it should be fine with the 4S. It shouldn't be an issue, but I'm going to wire all this stuff in to these power takeoff wires I did. And then up front I have the GoPro set up. I'll probably put a GoPro 3 up here, and this will be for flight video. For FPV video, I'm thinking about using this setup. It might be a little heavy, but I think on 4S it will be okay. So this is the Horizon HD version 3 FPV camera from Foxtech, and it's actually pretty cool. I was messing around with it today. Get this, or this LED screen is pretty nice. I was going to try to think of a kind of cool way to mount it on the quad so you could see it when it's flying, but I don't know if there's even a way to turn it off. I didn't see any options in there to turn off that, and it would be kind of hard to use the camera without it. So hopefully that doesn't draw too much power, but it's got a pretty big voltage regulator here, so I can hook it up and it can run off 4S or 3S, no problem, although I don't think that this will really run on 3S very well. I think that's about it. I went to the hardware store. It didn't come with any legs, and the way I had my wiring exposed down here, I decided to just put on some little angle brackets, landing gear. They actually work pretty good. Keep it nice and level and get it up off the ground. Once I get it tuned in and everything, I might remove those just to save some weight, and they're not really too necessary, but it's always nice to have some landing gear on there. And I just took a zip tie and put my receiver antenna up in the air to try to give a little bit better signal. So that's pretty much it. These Sunny Sky motors were running really nice in that first flight that I just had. So I'm hoping that when I get them on 4S, they really can tear around pretty good. I think that this quad is pretty much set up for 4S. So I should have those batteries in from Ready Made RC next week, and I will do another video. Thanks.